What up, Chuck? Sorry. Oh, what up, Fred? What's up? We got Charles here. Buck is here. Puska's here. What up, Ground Pounder? So, yeah, I guess we made it to episode 129. I don't know how we made it that far, but we made it. So, I mean, I feel like we should reflect. No, we should. No. Alright, let's just do the normal. So, started out, these people are the people that I make videos for now. These people are the ones supporting the channel and basically keeping me rolling. So, shout out to all these people. At Monsters Mom, at DJ Leslie Tree, at Buck Yes Sauce, at Guilty of Treason, at Jimmy Hagan 5480, at Birch Life Trees, at Low Impact Forestry and Tree. Shout him out at least twice because he gave away 10 memberships last week. So there's a lift right there. Awesome. Then we got Country 9302, Jerry Padilla, Log Cabin Firewood, Burt Mac Film, George Adams TTC, at Bloated Toad. That's hilarious. I dig that. At Rad Dad Moody, at Gaz Mad Kilt, at Best Buckin' Firewood. That's funny. I like that. At Ground Pounder 24365. That's at Ground Pounder 24365. At Me Porter 69. Anytime you can throw a 69 in there, it makes it cooler. So, at Donnie Darko 444. At Bad For You 22. And at Veteran Tree Service. Those people are the members. That's where my content goes. It doesn't get monetized over there. You get it free of ads. Just thank you to all the members. Thank you. Alright. So that's out of the way. Get used to that because I definitely got to show that appreciation back to those people that are joining the members, keeping the channel going, and basically keeping me doing this every week too. So how has everybody's week been so far? I said it, didn't I? Oh shit, my bad, dude. I read Ground. That's crazy. It's almost like I did it on. I didn't do that on purpose. My bad, brother. And also at 850 Climber CH Trees. That's my buddy Chuck. He's the man. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Okay? What up, Dan? You did it on purpose. Hey, come on. Maybe. No. No, I think it's Ground Pounder's fault because I said his name twice. I think he actually stole yours so that he could have his read twice. It was something like that. I can't remember totally. Alright, so, yeah. I don't know how we've done this 129 times in a row, but we have. I don't remember how long we went last time. I need to look into that, but what the hell? You did make your comment a little cooler by throwing that at the end. So I mean, I deny allegations. Always, never admit to it. I mean, that's the second in command. Shit rolls downhill. That's the way it like. It can't be, the sheriff. It's the deputy. It's like 2.2 hours. All right. So, yeah, I don't remember if we want. I don't think we went this long last time. We did a hell of a streak. That's when this all started. Um, for like a little history into this, I think originally this all started low impact wins. Um, this all started just shouting out channels to give them some attention, and what I found to be fun to watch throughout the week, and it's kind of morphed into what it is now. I got deputized and forced to do this now, so I take it very serious. But yeah, some of y'all just need to realize, especially, and most of you get it because most of you are men, but attention's attention when you're talking YouTube. If they're talking about you, that's good enough. Like, the same guys that would get butthurt about me talking about them on this are the guys that have no clue that the only reason your stuff's getting shared is because people are laughing. So you get excited when, oh my God, I had like 3 shares. No, you got laughed at 3 different times. So, I don't know. I'm working on this is PSA for the week. I am working on a tree tube. That's all the guys that do tree work on YouTube. A locale list. A tier list. And eventually, we should put them all on a remote island. I agree with that. On the edge of Michigan in a hot tub. You sound like you're partying. I make fun of Seismore. Didn't do it last time. Dude. That's More Size is his name, I think. I think you're saying it wrong, but we get to More Size. He actually somehow makes it into the beginning one here and more on the PSA. It's just, man. I'm also on an island. That's facts. What up, Joseph? Remember to double tap the screen and give it a like. Joseph, you the man. I like when you guys say it because I feel guilty. I like, maybe it's not even guilt. It may be embarrassment to say, to like something or share it or, I'm not built for this. The weird, cringy stuff. I'm not. Slim size? No. No, that's definitely not. Are you trying to... Is it opposite day? TKP. Everyone keeps telling them about the blade. I know. I know. Okay. I'm glad you said that. All right, Fred. We are all, as a unit, we are all trolling everyone. Keep pushing the blade thing. It's driving people nuts. It's real. August has made the same videos. Like, August is making the same videos. It's the old head thing where you don't get it. You can't, like, you're so arrogant and narcissistic that you will make a full video addressing it. So it's a blade. What also works really good is to say, to almost point out their skill level and how they're not even on the skill level to know the correct name. So that needs to keep happening. That's gold. That's gold, and I have been seeing it, and you guys are doing a great job. Everybody is it's perfect. A tear rolled down my cheek when I watched that short. I seen his frustration, and when he said blade, I was just like, it warmed my heart. So that's got to keep happening. Oh, what up, Troyer? I should have corrected. Yeah, you should have. That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious, and then have a full-out argument about it. Because again, you can't tell me what I want to call it. Okay, I can call it whatever I want. I can even. It's only 12 minutes in. I can't say it yet. I can call it whatever I want. Okay. You guys know what I would call it. Can someone please tell me how to get rid of all these damn kids that are calling me dad? I don't send them to college. I want mine around more. She's always gone. Grabbing my style. Hell yeah. Go get milk. What a, there's Hoonigan. What up? So, guys, tomorrow at 9 a.m., Troyer the Destroyer is doing a live feed. Check in on that. Like, we ain't doing nothing tomorrow. It's the Lord's Day. You know, whether it be before, after, or during the live feed, you got time to watch it. Go check it out. Yeah, it's at tomorrow around 9 a.m. I don't know what his plans are. If he's going live and he's just going to show you how he efficiently like sets up a job, or like what the whole thing is. But here's the thing. I'm happier having my members, you guys that are members watching my content, which is such a small number of people, when there are thousands and thousands of tree guys on YouTube. Now I don't really care if I have their views. Like, I'm blessed to have that many what I feel like true blue real tree dudes in just my members, that I can feel satisfied not putting it out publicly and just put it there. But there's so much of this BS on YouTube now that even guys that are really good, that have built channels, it's completely oversaturated, and theirs aren't even getting the views that's deserved. It's disgusting, because I know the work that goes into this stuff. So, yeah, I like that. You ever remember that one? Yeah, bikes have chains. You ride a bike, you run a chainsaw. That's it. Yeah, use that. That's perfect. Typical Drew. Short on skills and not present. Yeah. And where's Murph? I know, I thought we were doing a live feed. Remember, he said, let's do it the next week. Who knows? He'll pop in here in a little bit. But he was glazing me too hard on Wednesday, so I feel like he's like, nice Murph creeps me out more than mean Murph. I like the rude one. I feel like he's plotting on me when he's being nice. I'm like, what's this guy up to? Can we come, like, I've had the opportunity to promote Jobber. No, thank you. I'm good. Okay? So, can we stop this? Can we stop? What up, Jared? Putting out these lame commercials for Jobber and stuff like that, an app that's going to do your bidding or this or that. Like, can we stop this? Like, I don't want to see it anymore. The Rooted Arborist guys put out one, how Jobber totally streamlined and made my entire tree company. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. There's so many. So many. So tired of ads, especially in Milwaukee. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's, that's what, that's, I don't trust anything that gets pushed that hard. It's like, fucking, I already did it. Damn, I said it 15, 16 minutes. It's like a meme coin. Anybody that like bought Logan Paul's meme coin or the Haktua girl, while in theory, I would love to hang out with her, I'm not buying her meme coin. Okay? That, yeah, actually, for anybody who bought Haktua meme coin. Oh, what's going on? Oh, man. Hang on, my light's not hooked up. Let's try that again. My bad. Haktua meme coin. Alright, I'll clip that and it'll all look good when after this. What was it? Yeah, I mean, she's special. I didn't like that girl when I found out she didn't believe what she said. She's like, oh no, I was just goofy. I was just playing. And I'm like, I liked you so much more when I thought you really meant that. Arkin, what up? Okay, so, yeah, we gotta stop with this. If something's good, it'll stand the test of time, and it becomes good that way. Not by being shoved in your face like it's an assault. I feel like I was assaulted by the reflux, by fucking every battery chainsaw, like, and it'll keep this new Husqvarna 569 or something like that. Damn, I made that cooler, but 568. Let's do that. 565. That sounds better. I know. That's what I'm saying. So, oh Lord, what's up? Yes, yes. All right. I want a 564. I don't want you to have one. I'm sorry. I hate it. No, I don't care if you have it, I guess. But don't show it on YouTube. There's enough of it already. If you get one, never show it. Alright? I don't want to see it no more. I'm unsubscribed. Power to wait. Get a 362. Jeez. I was proud of somebody and actually enjoyed their content for about this much this week because they made the right choice. And I'll get to it, but there's more size, and there's a whole crew of them just like him, have got to stop cosplaying like on YouTube. They look like cucks, dressing up and stuff. Like, my mind is blown when I see that. Like, you know, the full logger get up to where it's like the frayed shirt that's the striped white one, and then suspenders, and you gotta have a shiny full brim outdated hard hat and no ass. So it's like, I can't do it. I can't. The cosplaying stuff gets to me so bad. It's embarrassing. A lot of guys need to realize that you're not half as good as you think you are. If these guys that are so incredibly arrogant that, like, you're good in your little town, dude. Get out, meet some other tree dudes, and then talk about how good you are. Because I don't think I think you'd be surprised. You'd have a rude awakening if you got out of your little town and not actually outdated, FYI. What, the fool? I am scared of silky. I'm in small trees. He looks like an elephant riding a piss ant. Dude, it's crazy. It's like the silky bites are gnarly. I watch from the truck. Oh, is that? Yeah, okay. A lot of these guys, it's like big fish, little pond. And these are smaller channels that are popping up. And it's it's crazy. You can see the act being played of these people don't know that I don't have experience. So I can pretend to have all the experience in the world. I can pretend to be way better than I am. This is an outlet to where, like, at work, you really have to be that. Then when you go on YouTube, you can pretend to be something else. I slipped one of my lanyards across my chest waiting between the suspenders. Easy access to grab. Huh. What else? What's it? The thing on YouTube, this has been going on for a while. It's like I've talked about it before. It's where before you really know the technique or the tool or the process or this or that, you've duplicated it once. You're ready to teach it. You're ready to do a how-to video on it. And it's just, that's why YouTube is full. Because it's some of this goofy shit that just, yeah, there's 972 different videos out there showing you how to pull a tree over. But they need you, the guy that just started yesterday, to do a how-to video on how to pull a tree over. It's, man, it's exhausting. I'm trying to keep up with all of it, but what up, Bert? It's hard to do. It's like shit talking to local tweakers with a dull saw blade doing trees at metals. That's a great place to yeah. So first channel this week is Guilty of Treason, and this one set me in a bad mood. Like, Jacob, what time is it? I'm gonna do some timestamps for him because I can't believe that he instantly joined memberships when they came back up. That blows my mind. Homie is a real one. So, what time? 24:30. All right, yeah. So first channel, Guilty of Treason. Ruins my whole. He actually ruined this whole show. Actually, the more I think about it, but his video was called "This is the best junk chain." See, it's got me to the point I can't even talk. This is the best junk chainsaw I have reviewed. Exclamation point, exclamation point. That's one too many. Neotech NCS 6200. Well, let's go solve it running out of a small warehouse now. So they do an open house with free barbecue. Oh, that's sick to do. Gordy and them guys are the shit. So that's a real tree guy right there that don't give a damn like what his social media profile's doing, and that like he realizes that like this is not affected by this. This may be affected by this, but in reverse, it's not. Like my social media stuff, it can't do anything to my skill level. My skill level may get me some attention over here on this or that, the opposite. But yeah, I did Gordy and them. So in this video, this little turd Jacob is gonna waste my time absolutely waste my time with a Neotech chainsaw. And I'm like, nice, he's going to use it on a job. It's going to be something better. He's going to cut firewood for what felt like 6 hours. I think it was, and I ran it, I was in 2 times speed. I felt like it was an eternity. I had to shave afterwards. Um, I napped in the middle of it. This guy, I don't want to see this anymore. There's enough firewood fucking content out there. Everybody can't do firewood. I'll cut a tree. I don't want to see firewood. I'm not watching fire. I watch firewood on Bert's channel. I go over to Bert's Custom Cuts. I watch firewood there. I don't want to see it here. Do something. Do something else. Bert's already doing that. So also he says this is the best junk chainsaw that he's ever reviewed. And my only question to that is, you got it, Bert. You called dibs already. He's trying to steal your shit. He's trying to take your style. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He's got to mind his own. He's got his little channel over there. Mind your own business. Bert's already doing that. I just filmed a video out there and loved it. I hate firewood. I'd rather watch polo or golf on TV. Dude, no, like, it's not that I hate watching firewood videos. There's a way to do it. And I watch those channels for that. Because I enjoy the running of the chainsaws, the way it's set up, the storage and like breakdown of it, like all that. I'm now click on guilty of treason, and he's got a damn Neotech in his hands, and he's calling it the best chainsaw he's ever reviewed. Have you ever heard of a little thing called Noker? He was asking in his video. He said he wanted to know what the next chainsaw he should review would be. And I have an answer. I have an answer right now. This guy would, I don't know why he wouldn't hook you up. So, this is for Jacob. This guy, his channel's Metal and Wood for You or something like that, I think is what it is. He sells, his brand is called Pro Mag now, okay? So, this is, well, according to this guy, and I don't think he's a liar, he sells the best chainsaws that are knockoff chains. He calls them clowns. So you need to cut with a clown. I don't know. I just thought that it sounded like it suits you. So I was like, you should try one of these Pro Mags. So look up Pro Mag or Noker, and it gets you a real replica chainsaw. Okay. What else? I waited all week to watch one. Guilty is one of the channels I enjoy watching. Other people may not feel the same way. I enjoy watching his videos every week. And I feel absolutely duped and cheated to get this BS. I don't get it. Yeah, dude, he chose, like, it's spring right now, going into summer. And now he's going to do firewood videos. You don't even need firewood right now. The more I think about it, the more pissed off I'm getting. Like, firewood. And then he did the firewood, and then he took his little chainsaw inside and he sharpened the blade. I don't like watching that either. He used that little sissy thing that you put on it's the little guide, the little metal plate thing. That's for absolute noobs. What else? Yeah, the best part in the video, he got dead legged by a chunk of wood. That was pretty funny. I kind of like that. And then here's what really, I'm watching the video and I'm like, look at all this wood and stuff laying all around. He's gonna fall. He's definitely gonna fall. He's gonna fall once or twice, like skin his shin up or something funny. He didn't fall at all. Um, this was a good video. He didn't eat no sweaty chicken or anything. That was kind of cool to see. Turns out, yeah, in the video he decides with this Neotech he's gonna tune the carb, adjust the carb out, and it didn't sound any different to me. He said that it worked better, but like it didn't sound any different to me as he kept turning it. And I think it probably has rev limiters, so it can't be tuned. But yeah, he did that. This saw is a game changer though. Um, the this saw has well, what is that? What would that be considered? It's got a feature that I was trying to find the right word. A feature that I've never seen on any chainsaw before. What up, Drew? Um, it it's got a self hand cleaning function for those like sappy trees. It's got a lot of pitch. He calls it the best junk chainsaw. This thing sprays gasoline on your fingers as you're cutting it. It'll just give you a little psst, and it'll get the sap off your hands. You don't got to put the saw down. You just keep running it. Sap, psst, gone. Problem with that is I seem to have a cigarette in my hand a lot of times. It's probably not going to go good, but I never even heard of a self hand cleaning function before. This saw has it. It doesn't spray the gas towards it sprays the gas not towards the blade. It goes back towards the handle. What else? He's a rookie, you could tell, because in the video I thought he was part of the crew. He's trying, but he doesn't know that it's called a blade. And in the video, he called it the bar a couple times. I really didn't like that. He doesn't know how to get engagement. I'm trying to throw you a bone here, Jacob. People out there, almost every, well, I can't say that. I'd say 75% of dudes that are watching his channel, if he was to say something about it being a blade, I guarantee you that his comment section goes up, like, it goes double. Because when other guys see that his channel, like, oh my god, why has he got so many subscribers? Why is his channel so big? He said something that I don't think is 100% right. Here's my chance. Your engagement's going to go through the roof. Next time, call it a blade. That'll make you cool, and it'll increase engagement. So, that could be true. 850. That actually could be true. The problem with that is I am a man, so I've never used one. So. I don't know. Rumor is that Sappy Supplies is coming back. He's going to bring it back and he's going to start selling Neotechs, I think. It's like a collab kind of thing that they got going on. But that's all I got for him. Like, I'm disappointed though. That was, for the whole video, I say the whole video gets violation for just being lame. So that's that. Alright, well, next channel is Rion Rounds. And See, I'm torn with Rion. I I've spent so much time to where I liked Rion that when I see his content, I just can't anymore. I don't know how it went from it was a highlight of videos like that I enjoyed watching to this now, and it even puzzles me even more to see his channel getting so much bigger when it's moved in this direction. But I mean, there's a lot of sissy dudes out there nowadays, so it doesn't surprise me. But he put out a video called "Can a brand new driveway handle a 125,000-pound crane?" And the only thing on my mind when I read that is, who cares? Really? You couldn't think of a better title than that? I don't care how heavy your crane is. I really, really don't. But how is that the most dangerous thing on the job? Because when you're making these titles, you usually pick out the thing that's going to draw someone's attention. So the craziest thing he's doing in the video is putting a crane in a driveway. To the point that that's what the title and video focuses on. Can this driveway handle my big crane? Dun dun dun. That's, dude, I can't with that, really. But then he quickly wins me over because he went and bought a 362 because he's running 2 crews now. So while his other crew's running, they needed that good, really good, like, small big saw. Like a good mid-size saw. The saw that you go to more often when you're doing anything that's got any size to it, you got your top handle, and then what's your go-to saw after that? I say 362 always. I put that 25 on mine. I think in this video, he puts a 20 on it. I prefer the 25. The saw still runs like a raped ape. It's insane. My brother used it for the first time the other day, and he was like, wow. And he runs a 500i. But I just don't understand where people haven't really got behind the whole 362 thing with the power to weight that thing has. It's insane to me. Or maybe I just got like a freak one out of it that is just amazing, but I doubt that. I mean, come on. What's the odds in that one? This guy has a chainsaw fetish. Maybe. Maybe. So he gets the 362, buys the aftermarket parts from West Coast Saw, which I completely back. Don't buy Rip Saw; they suck. Buy West Coast Saw. And it was boring to watch. When he finally did the content, it was just boring to watch. I know that him and his crew are absolutely phenomenal at doing tree work, and a perfect crane pick is the most boring thing in the world to watch. So if you're good, it sucks. I'm sorry. That's the way the crane work with tree work looks. If you're good, the video sucks. If you suck, the videos could be good. But it takes all the action and like risk and danger out of stuff, and it's just hard to want to watch. What up, John? But I watched it anyway. I just don't know how the crane weight becomes the extreme thing in the video. I will say, I like that Spencer, the climber Spencer. You can see that this makes me feel like Rion also knows that he's being cringy and kooky. Because Spencer looks at him like, come on, bro. And Rion laughs. Like, so maybe he's being cringy as like a long-term troll, and he's not as cringy as he comes off. But brother, if you are playing cringy, you are very good at it. You are very, very good at it. But I like how Spencer's like, he's not into it, and he's a hell of a climber. So it's just wild to me. It used to be one of my favorite channels, and then now I watch it and I'm like, God, it's kind of boring. But and he also makes the customer do that cringy outro where he's like, how do you like my crane? Tell me how much you like my equipment. How did you think I did? Did I do great? I just couldn't. But to each their own, to each their own. Not for me, though. Not for me. Who'd you see with Wolf? Who put Wolf on their comment? I seen choices Wolf. Has anybody got any response back from $50 is $50? That kid? Because I left some comments. I'm waiting for him to respond. Let's make sure he's still alive. And that makes me remember those people that like aren't here that I kind of miss being here. Like guys like Billy Shoemate and J306 and yeah, so it's wild. J-Bitty. Well, yeah, that's all I got for Rion. It's good job, I guess. Like, next channel is JLM Tree Services, or Tree Service. JLM Tree Service. Now, I've had my issues with him recently. He wasn't cringy. Like, this was one of his best videos. It was not the most entertaining. But, like, as far as just being him in the video, I like this. This was pretty good. It's hard to make a bucket truck video super entertaining. I'm sorry. That's just the truth of it. But crazy. But he put out a video called Dangerous Rigging Over Live Power Lines. So, no, you were not rigging over live power lines, brother. I don't know why we have to lie. At no point in the video did you point out any wires that you were over the top of, but the title is Dangerous Rigging Over Live Power Lines. The thumbnail is him up in the bucket by the tree, and it's got lightning going across it. And here's the problem with that, is most cities and electrical companies keep the trees trimmed far away from the power lines. You can see that these particular trees have been trimmed back, just like the rest of them down that road, you can see, have all been trimmed back far away from those power lines. So, the title is disingenuous right from the get-go, but whatever, if that's what you want to do. It was some bucket work. It's just tree cutting, but like on a magic carpet. You know what I mean? Cool. It's cooler not cutting, but like, it's not as cool as climbing. Let's be real. Yesterday's thing pulled on the ground when we tipped the stick. Shit. That's crazy. Did you, Troy? That's sick. Should take him up on it. Just like I feel this same way. Some of you guys, need to realize the potential that your platform has and take advantage of that. Fucking Murph. There's the Murph we like. Oh, facts, Murph. Facts. Murph just snitched me out, but I stand behind it, and I like that. I like the fact that you narked me out to him, and also that's it. I like that you narked me out. I think it's funny. Comes in hot. Fucking I love that. But in this video he's doing the bucket work. I am going to say it now because I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling. Also, if you are somebody that I talk about in this and you watch this later, and anybody who ever, like, if you're a regular that I talk about, you want timestamps, like, I'll do the same thing for you I do for Guilty, but JLM in this, I've talked with his ground guy, the Brad. He's left comments. I'm calling it now. I'm calling Brad a doofus, first of all. I think it's not manly to, this weird thing where guys do what did I call it before? I call it the landscaper rigging, where you gotta ignore my daughter's drawing here. I'm gonna do a little bit for, from now on, I only draw pictures for donations. That's what you get, like a picture per donation. $1, I'll draw you a picture. But you know how you see the rigging sometimes, and a guy will go like, get a different color. Let's draw a little picture. They're gonna rig that branch. So they're gonna rig that branch right there off of the. They're gonna rig this branch off of this one, and you set it up like this. I don't like this. I hate this. This makes me bad. This is the way that a lawn guy would rig, because he doesn't know any better. So what you're doing is you're putting some crazy side load on the rigging point, first of all, and you're not getting good leverage. So in this video he says Brad doesn't want to hook it to the porter wrap down here, even though there is a porter wrap. He doesn't want to because he feels like he can do it better without it. Now, as long as he just, I mean, I'm saying get good with the porter wrap. The problem with porter wrap is the sharp bend points that are on that, and the actual bollard part of a porter wrap is always such a small diameter that it is very difficult to get it dialed in for a guy that's rigging. You want to know what's not difficult to use, that you can get dialed in super quick, that works 10 times better than a bollard, and actually makes your penis a few inches larger? This. A GB bollard. Instant growth when you get it. I don't like that rigging. You can't don't do that. Like, just get good with the with the porter wrap if that's what you got. I would prefer the bollard. Troyer, there's the bollard. I tried to do it in the live feed before, but there it is. I can show you everything to it a little closer. But that guy right there, is the one that makes it. He's got, his channel name is GB Bollards now too. But dude, these things are insane. I have one that I have beat the piss out of for about 8 years, and it's just like I got it the day I got it. So I'm a fan of metal tour. Yep. Yeah, you don't got to worry about the hockles or pigtails, whatever it is that you call it, that you get from using a porter wrap. But that rigging like that is going to get you in a pinch one day, and things can happen. You can get, they ruin your whole week. Who knows? Get somebody actually hurt. But that rigging is not good. It only takes a second to go hook it to the... I understand doing it when you know the piece isn't even as heavy as you are. So if you're heavier than the piece, okay. The problem is, if it puts that much pressure shock loading it and it's a negative rig, even though that piece is smaller, when it drops in, it's going to put a lot more force onto the rope. Like, as long as you know the weight's there, I understand doing the quick rigging, but when you're rigging like that, every time I watch a guy that rigs like this, the piece swings out and wraps, it gets this rope, and it yanks the rope guy in. All this space right here, this is the stuff I don't like when I'm rigging. I don't want this big negative space between the tree and that, because it's putting forces in places that I don't want it. I want to create forces straight down into the tree, and that's why my rigging would go straight down to the trunk, then out to the guy. Keeps him away from the rigging, like there's no potential for him to get pulled in there. I don't know. It's not only dangerous for everything that's down here if something happens, it's dangerous for the rigging guy, because especially when that climber says it's your choice and you get to choose, if the piece drops off and it weighs too much, what do? If me, I'm going to hold that damn thing and pray to God that it stops me before I go flying up into the air, because it's my decision. So I don't want a ground guy being put in the position where he has to roast his hands or get swung up underneath the piece, because if you're rigging off a singular point, the end where both things are going to meet is going to be on that rigging point. So if you're out here, let's just do this setup. End result is, after everything's all said and done, if this pulled this ground guy into the tree, you want to know where the piece is going to end up and the ground guy are both going to end up in the same damn spot. Right here. Because he's going to get pulled in. It's going to lower down where it's supposed to. Oh, sorry. Right there. Because it's going to lower down where it's supposed to, but he's going to get yanked into it. And a guy is, I don't blame him for wanting to hold on to it, you know, but don't put him in that position. Don't let a ground guy make that decision where it's like, I think I can. Dude, just put it. If you have a lowering device, for God's sake, just use it. It's whatever. Whatever. I don't agree with it. I think it's goofy. But instead of doing that, what his plan is this is crazy too. So instead of Brad putting it onto the porter wrap down here, you know what he does? It's a brilliant idea. Take and make another guy hold the rope behind him. So now you have 4 hands on the rope. How could you go wrong? Right? Because it's going to be great when two guys controlling it and lowering that piece. There's no chance that they're going to work at opposite times, or come on. Just think about it a little further than that. What is that second guy supposed to do? Hey, if he starts to get ripped out of his hands, you grab it too and get ripped in? Yeah. Um, that's all I got for him. But yeah, that was crazy. Who plays music? I used to play music. I do I have? I just have my acoustic out here. But yeah, I used to as a as like a in my later teen years, I skateboarded and made some money, and the rest of my money came from playing music. I'm not playing you a song. I have albums. I signed a record contract by this. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever told you. I signed I signed a contract with which is crazy. I was playing black metal at the time with a really really good guitar player, and we did a mix of like quick street punk mixed with that, and like it went really good. And so we signed a record contract with a dude that lived not far from where I live right now, like next town over. And we just partied and played. We had practice like once or twice a week sometimes, and went and played concerts all over Missouri and Illinois and stuff. But like when we got shoved into a little recording studio, we realized we didn't really like each other all that much. Everybody had their own weird habits and stuff. Not weird, but self-destructive habits. Me too. Like mine were probably worse than most. So we ended up splitting up as a band halfway through the second album, and the first one ended up not being. I don't know what this dude's deal was, but he had a deal with Big Lots. I don't know how he did this, but he had a deal with Big Lots and some other places to distribute the albums. But we never ended up finishing any of them, except for we got 10 songs on the first one, and then halfway through the second one we were going to do a short EP. We split up, and about say was it 8 to 9 years later, I got a letter in the mail saying that I owed this dude albums and stuff, and I haven't heard anything about it for like 6 years. But yeah, man, I'll dig up an old CD, and maybe my mom's got one or something. Well, hopefully she had one before she passed away and stored it at my dad's house. I'll check and see if I can find some. But yeah, I love. I kind of miss that sometimes. Next channel, Metal and Wood for you. He put out a video that all you guys, you only listen to Christian black metal, gnarly. Yeah, Metal and Wood put out this video. If you don't know who he is, he's the Noker guy, the Pro Mag guy, the Potato Shaped Steve guy. This video is called Special 200T. Under oath. For real though? That's just, that boils down to the lyrics. I used to listen to MXPX, which is a Christian punk band. It used to be one of my favorite bands when I was a teenager. But I even wanted the stupid little tattoo when I was a young teenager. I'm like, I'm going to get the MXPX thing. And that was before I even knew that they were Christian. That's crazy. They are rad, yeah. So he put out a video that you guys are probably going to want to see. It was called Special 200T Sale. Ported in Jawa build! Exclamation point. I'm not down with Satan. That's sick. I dig that. I didn't understand my guitar player's whole, like, I just like the the really fast thrash metal crazy riffs. Like, I don't know. It was fun to play, really, because I came from punk rock into it. So when I started doing it, it was really fun to play. And I had just picked up a bass. And so I just started playing bass in the band beforehand. Or maybe it's, I've played in so many bands around here and some in St. Louis and stuff. But I started playing bass because we had a really good band going on. And we had some motion with it, and we lost a bass player and couldn't find one that would work. So I started playing bass. But originally I was only doing vocals, which is it's so embarrassing to tell someone I'm a singer. No. Hang on, I gotta see what my thoughts is. Jesus Christ, this is the shit. Fucking neighbor over there with his stupid four-wheeler. I have a four-wheeler that I need to get rid of, and my neighbor was asking me how much I wanted for it. I'm not selling it to him because he's gonna ride it around here and I'm gonna want to kill him. So I play guitar, that's awesome. You can play bass. I'm like, oh, no way, I can't do it. Yeah, maybe I could. It would be fun to play again. I thought maybe I could get into it as I got older too, again. But my little brother learned how to play drums. He was my drummer for 75% of the bands I played in. So, oh, I thought you were getting. Oh, it's right here though. It gets played a whole lot. See? Do I embarrass myself as a bass player trying to play a guitar? Ooh, she's super in tune too. You hear that? Yep. Yep. Nope. I'm not doing it. I dropped this thing a couple weeks ago and I may have cracked the neck because it is, you can hear it doesn't want to tune right. There's something up. I may have goofed it up. I was trying to move some stuff around in here. I haven't played in so long. Oh, damn. Oh, I wish you wouldn't even have brought this thing up. Now I can't put the damn pick back in there. Definitely Drew's fault. I'm playing all these sweet notes over here too. So I want to go back in. This is insane. It's crazy. Whatever. You're in the whole live feed. GP play flute. Yeah, he's but okay. Metal and wood guy. The guy he has who builds his chainsaws, who is too ashamed to show his face on the internet, who is too ashamed to put his name behind his chainsaws, who is called Injawa and only shows his crotch down. It sounds like the type of guy you'd want to buy a chainsaw from. You know what I mean? But yeah, now you don't got to worry just about Steve selling you a junk chainsaw. You can now buy one from Steve's mechanic. And before you say you don't want it, let me explain to you what all of this is in this. So, it's a knockoff kit chainsaw of a 200T. So, you can get this same chainsaw for $300 from the manufacturer. Okay? You gotta do this math with me, because if you don't do the math, you're not gonna get it. You can buy this knockoff chainsaw 200T for 300 bucks, okay? Now, Steve, potato-shaped Steve sells this same chainsaw for $500, okay? Now, I'm gonna go out there and lose it on my neighbor. I'm not kidding. My dog's in there going ape shit. And if I have to go inside to an angry wife, I will massacre everyone in this neighborhood. That's the biggest way to get hurt. Like, get me into an argument with my wife. So now I'm totally, I got so pissed there for a second. I gotta chill. Seen red. So Steve sells the same chainsaw. It's a kit saw for 500 bucks. He even acknowledges that you can get it for 300 bucks, which is crazy to do. To be like, you can buy it for 3, but you can buy it from me for 5. Why would anybody ever do that? But it gets better. You can buy the same saw for $850. 850 bucks. Divorce, it's easier. No, I'm good. I'm good. She pops in her subtypes. You may see her every once in a while. If it says Monster's Mom, that's her. And tell me, so I'm not like talking about other, you know what I'm talking about. Look, keep an eye out for me. So you can buy the same chainsaw. You guys got my fucking head all scattered. For 850 bucks. And it's like, it's missing a lot of shit. Like, okay, so he just, as an example. So you have a 200T here. A real 200T. So yours would be junkier and stupider. But it would look like this. Okay? He took this part off. And he put, let me see. This is something I was going to put on my 362. Is this. It's a K&N air filter for like a moped or something. What I was going to do is I was going to cut the plastics back here on my 362 and mount it inside there for the air filter. They have those, I would show it if I could get to it easy, but I think it's underneath it. Yeah, it's underneath a bunch of shit there. I'm not digging it up. There's one. So they have these air filters in them. I believe the 400 also has this. So if you look, it basically would button almost straight up to it. But I don't know if it's going to help. It probably would, though. Do you think I should? I would have to cut my plastics, though. Or run it without the cover on the back of it, which I don't want to do. But, gross paper filter. Show us the sharp blade. No, I can't show you that. So with his chainsaw, he's got this off. He's got this little, a weird kind of like a little small version of this on it. It looks about like that, sticking out the top. It's got no cover. Then he's also got, here's the part that was weird, like more weird than anything. He attached a little pipe that came off this hole. I don't even know where. But he put a little pipe coming off, which looks stupid. And he took all this covering off. All of this. So you see the needle pump that's behind there for the oiler. And it's just all wide open. I don't know why. Maybe he did that so that he could attach that goofy air filter or the stupid attachment for the muffler. But you can tell he's like a guy that goes out there and runs the chainsaw, and he just wants it to make a fast cut. He's not trying to use it all day and get a bunch of good use out of it. But you can buy that chainsaw from him now with a bunch of missing parts that gets clogged up really easy. The cover's taken off. He has dyed the plastics, so it is black. He makes sure you get it in all black. And here's where this is the part that will blow your mind. You're going to want to get on to this deal quick. So if you, right now, send over $100 down payment, he will accept the next $750 from you. When he, like, before he sends you the saw, you got to get $850 to him, a guy you don't know, a guy who won't show his face on the internet, a guy that you've only seen his dirty ass fingernails and his worn out pants for a year or so, which is not true. I have a picture of him and I know his real name, but I'm trying to be a nice guy and not like go at Steve too much because he threatened to sue me last time I even talked about him. But so send him $100 down payment now. $850. Oh, sweet. Some 031 Hillbilly. Sweet. $850. Charles, you the man. Charles is gifted a membership. Well, Hillbilly got... I kind of wish that would have said more size. But I like it. We got Hillbilly here too. So, appreciate you, Charles. You the man. Bush just shook. Facts. You gotta love the bush shaking. So, yeah, you send him $100 down payment now, and he'll send you a saw in late fall. Do you hear that? You give him $100 now, and like 6 months from now, he may send you a chainsaw. Is this really what people do on the internet? This is crazy. Is anyone really? Does he think anyone's really gonna? Why not just have it? This is the other thing that aggravates me. This guy is selling knockoff shit on YouTube and gets away with it. You have Yank Doodle, what up? You have other guys who don't sell knockoff products and they got their whole channel shut down. So, I don't know. What up, Yank? Damn, got demoted. Never saw. Been another day. Blessed for sure. Sweet! That's good to hear, brother. That is good to hear. But yeah, if you guys are interested in a knockoff chainsaw that has inferior parts and was put together by a guy that is afraid to show his real like name and even his face, get on that. I'm looking out for all you guys, trying to hook you guys up with good deals. So he was too busy eating crowns. Apple butter, dude, that ruins everything. I can't think of nothing but apple butter. What the hell? Every time, that's all it takes. Just thinking about it. Next channel is Troyer the Destroyer. He put out a video called Waterfront Tree Removal. Hashtag tree removal. No, take that, get that out of there. That's excessive use of the words tree removal. You already said tree removal. You can't put a hashtag tree removal in the title when the title already has tree removal in it, Troyer. This is not. I think you were punished because of it too. I think even YouTube knows the rules by now. So this is absolutely stupid to see someone who has 119,000 subscribers only get 290 views on his videos. There's too many tree videos out there. Somebody's got to stop posting. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Not to mention, it was a good video too. It's not some lame video like freaking Jacob from Guilty of Treason cutting firewood with a Chinese piece of junk chainsaw. 290 views? No. We gotta fix that. I do like that Troyer put out a comment or a post telling people to be like, if you're watching my videos, like watch my videos, but if you're not watching my videos, unsubscribe. And I dig that because like it takes so much work to put these videos together, and no one respects that anymore. Like no one respects it anymore. There's a different idiot on YouTube, and I'll just watch his channel then. And the people that I see getting support and the stuff they're putting out, like the future is looking like shit. So, is Tree Slayer stopping? Oh God, you are not. Who'd you call Tree Slayer? It better not have been Tim. Dude, I didn't even. Yeah, my bad. Yep. I went because when I got up last time, I forgot to lock it. You're right. Damn. Snuck in, didn't he? You can't. Don't underestimate his sneakiness. He's like a cat where they're like looking at you and you turn your head and you look back and they're like here already. And you look back and they're like here. And I don't trust that guy. Watch out for him. Keep an eye out for me too. Maybe none, Yank. If you can be dangerous if you're cool, like be dangerous, be squirrely, be wild. If you can do it and be cool doing it, that's all that matters. That's all that really matters. But yo, this guy thinks he's cool or something. He's born in the 90s. Like it's 2026. You just yo us? No. I thought Dave Ryder was using a Tree Slayer handle on the forums back in 2002. I'm just here for GP. Well, that checks out. I know he needs someone to wheel his testicles around for him in a wheelbarrow, so that's Tim's job, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but for God's sake, don't. This is what's gonna happen. Troyer's gonna get pissed off. He's gonna stop making videos for y'all because you ain't watching the damn videos, and then we're all gonna be sitting here talking about, man, I miss it when Troyer used to make videos. No. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing that. I mean, we're all sitting here right now wishing we had wishing we had Reg back. Dude, yeah. Hoonigan, yeah. We're going to get to that. That was disgusting. Next channel is Rooted Arborists. They put out that fruit-ass video called How Jobber Completely Streamlined Our Tree Service Business. That's stupid. You're gay. Sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not. That's all. So, that's stupid. Then next channel is Seismore Tree Works. I didn't watch the video because if I wanted a jobber, I would talk to my Like, yeah, if I wanted some help, I would go Angie's List, like all this other. Stop with this. This dude seems like the type of guy. He's like a Seismore. Even though they don't use Jobber, they can be bought and pretend and make up a lie and be like, Jobber has really changed everything for me. I've upped my game so much ever since getting Jobber. Then after they got paid for the little brand deal, they never talk about Jobber ever again. That's dude, you're a whore. If that's like the way things could work for you. Um, but okay, so let's talk about this whore. Sizemore Tree Works. Now, do I really have an issue with him? No, I'm pissed off and will eternally be mad because he blocked me and I didn't even do nothing, and I'm not allowed to leave comments. I'm still trying to support his channel. I'm trying to, like, I'm basically. I know you think Buckin's your daddy. He's like your stepdad. I'm your real dad. So you don't block your real dad and like because your stepdad's being cooler, so that's lame. Alright? So he put out a video called HOA Tree Tune-Up. And this dude is a complete kook. He dressed up like a logger. Like it I think some people just have that childlike mentality where it's like, I get to play dress up. It's like Halloween when he gets to go to cut a tree. He's like, I'm dressing up in all my tree stuff. I'm gonna wear my little coat, my little shirt that buttons up. That's got the phrase right here, and I'm gonna hike my pants all the way up into my ass crack. I'm gonna make sure they're a little bit high watery. I'm gonna put my logger boots on. I'm gonna have my suspenders, and I'm gonna put my metal hard hat on, and I'm gonna look good doing it. I don't like any of this. This all lame as hell. It's LARPing, 100%. You can LARP it all you want, but it's obvious you don't live it. Because like I can look at you in one video, you look like a complete different person. Okay, I'm telling you, Sizemore has an identity crisis. Homie has switched up so many damn times in the past couple years, it makes him look like the most untrustworthy person I've ever seen. He is on someone new's jock every couple months, trying to climb the ladder. He's like, I'm going to suck my way to the top. Brother, whatever. He did, like, I mean, I've said it before. I've had my interactions with him, but, like, this dressing up like a logger to go climb trees is crazy work. But, I mean, whatever. I would be embarrassed if I put this kind of... Oh, hang on. I heard my wife's voice. What are you doing?
I think there's a skunk over at the four-wheeler, maybe. And I'm killing slugs. I think, but
Stay away from it.
Smells very skunky.
Yeah, don't go over
there. It's like, I don't know.
Don't go over there. Stay away from it.
I was trying to see if I could see it.
Yeah, don't. It's crazy. It smells like a skunk. I think there's a skunk over there. Yeah, if it smells like a skunk, don't go over there. It's crazy. Is that your wife or Sizemore? I would. Same? I don't know. Yeah, so, in this video, he's dressed up. He's got these little ornamental trees, and he's like, they're not technically ornamentals, they're just young. What? Well, okay, dude, whatever. If you keep a tree small, it becomes ornamental. So, then he climbs a tree. He's got this little bitty like maple tree that's there, and he cuts 90% of the tree from the ground because he can stand there and cut it because that's how little the tree is. And of course, he's using a female saw to cut it, which is crazy work, but he's already dressing up. He's got his outfit on. He's accessorizing with his battery saws. Homie is just, yeah. But gets up in this tree, and this poor tree, I mean, this poor tree is, I didn't even know it was possible for a tree to slip a disc, but it happened. This tree was like, please. You ever seen where you get like one of those like fat chicks that wants to ride the bull or like the horse and they're like breaking the horse's back or something? It kind of looked like that. It was not good. I felt so bad for the tree, and yeah, but he was in it, and he was, yeah, he was in it. So he got in the tree. He looked like an elephant riding on a piss ant, though. It was funny. The dude can barely walk straight. Okay, and I'm gonna to give you the reason why I'm saying all this stuff, because this all kind of has a point as I get towards the end here. But like, he has trouble walking. There's something like he hurt his foot a while back, so he legit looks like he has trouble walking. So he can't walk straight. But this is the guy that will be teaching you climbing at Buckenstock. So think about that. This guy who really is maybe he's climbed a few trees, but like there's no legitimate skill there. Like real, well, that's wrong. That's wrong. There is some skill, but there's not enough experience there to ever decide to go teach something. So with his limited experience, this is the guy that will be teaching you if you pay for a ticket to go to Buckenstock. He taught last year too, when he had even less experience. So here's my question. If Buck and Billy Ray is such a good tree climber, that he should be, he's teaching other people all over the internet, he's teaching you guys how to do things. Why is Seismore teaching the climbing classes? Unless he's better than Bucket. So think about that. Like, Bucket is so limited in his climbing skills that he chooses to have someone like Sizemore teach climbing at his get-togethers, his stock. Like, I don't think anybody's even thinking about that. Like, this dude, Sizemore is the type of guy, maybe he's tried things. But let me be clear, none of these, just because you did something one time, doesn't mean you understand it. Like, a broke clock is right twice a day. So maybe you got lucky. You don't understand any of the way it works, nothing about how it works, why it works, like when it should be used, what are the flaws in it. Like, he knows none of this. He's the type of guy to try something once and be like, okay, I know that. Now go on to the next thing. Just because you've made a YouTube short or a TikTok showing, oh yeah, I used a rope wrench, that don't mean you know shit about rope wrench. It means you made a fruit-ass TikTok using a rope wrench. Dude, you don't... He like, anybody that had climbed and had experience wouldn't be so terrified that they have to use a munter hitch while they use a rope wrench, because they just don't understand how anything's going to respond, so they need to have backup on everything. He's scared when he's in trees. He is not a comfortable, experienced tree climber. Trees scare this dude. It is very obvious. He may get through them, but that doesn't mean he should be teaching other people how to do it. It takes a long time to master anything. So, and there's so many little parts of tree work and tree climbing. Like, let's just do tree climbing. That eliminates all the falling stuff, all that other shit. This is the guy This is the guy. I can't with this. I can't. I want to see Murph Dog climb. Me too. Me too. Um, so yeah, be on the roof out, like on the lookout for that. I said roof out because I'm reading ahead. So while he's cutting this little bitty tree, he's like scraping the roof, the shingles, smacking shit against the gutter, dropping it down against the siding. It's just, and if you're gonna wear your fruit little, this is what he looked like. He looked like this with it. Do I look cool? Because I feel like I don't look cool. But he looked like this, but it was like full brimmed. I would look cool if I did that. So it was like a brim all the way around. He's got that still, those, they look cool on loggers, real loggers, but not on a cosplaying weirdo. They don't look good on you. So he's got his little bowl on his head, and he's climbing trees. There's a reason that hard hat is meant for loggers, because loggers aren't turning upside down, looking down to where it falls. That's not a tree climbing hard hat, knucklehead. But he's like, what? My Protos isn't going to accessorize with my logging outfit very good. I have to wear this one. Dude, that's my daughter's. It's my daughter's with some of the free stuff that Buckin sent to me, because he knows that I'm the man, but he's afraid to admit it now. So that other one that I have on my hard hat was free from Bucket. He sent it to me, and some other stuff. But yeah, that's my daughter's. Wait to make at least 100 from YouTube soon. Dude, you better have a long time to wait. Cause it's 100. A lot of money. But yeah, he's just stop cosplaying, you douchebag. That's what I have wrote down. That's just what I was thinking then, and I'm kind of thinking that now. That doesn't mean stop doing tree work. Like, do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But like, it doesn't come off real. It comes off like you're playing. Okay? You're like that little kid that I get it. You watch my videos and they get you psyched. I understand. I get it 100%. It's like that little kid where he like goes to the movie theater, he watches the Three Ninjas knuckle up, and then goes home and he's like doing his karate moves and shit. I get it, but stop. You just be a guy that is humble and admits that he's learning as he goes, not this guy that, oh yeah, I'm Bucking Billy Ray's tree expert. That's me. Dude, you're so far from someone who needs to be teaching anything. You don't need to be teaching shit unless it's how to dress up like a logger. That's my personal opinion. That, if everybody else can have their own. I just seen him put out a video of the reflux where it's slipping on him. I talked about that the other day or last week or something. Duh. If that dude thought that device slipped on other people and wasn't going to slip on him, he's got issues. But like if an object needed a bunch of weight in it to make it work, I know it's probably not going to work the best with me as it would a big, heavy-set, muscular, like buffed out or fat dude. It's just, that's reality. Let's be real. I'm jacked and like huge, but you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I need to write down 850. We gotta once again thank my guy Charles for the gifted membership, because I'm keeping track of that this time. I think the last time when we were running this before YouTube shut me down, I still have to like do all the paperwork to get AdSense and stuff back. It's just all setting there now. But yeah, I'm gonna keep track of it. I think Lyft donated shitloads of memberships last time. I know Tim donated a bunch of gift memberships last time, right before the channel got shut down. I think we had a live feed where you guys like donated 30 memberships or something, to the point that it went back into my comment sections of old videos and gave people members. It was crazy. So shout out to Charles for the gifted member earlier. But yeah, I noticed this is, like I said, I feel like homie has like a personality disorder. He doesn't know who he wants to be. One minute he's throwing all of his gadgets away. He's going back to press a cord. The next I'm the new reflex is the next best or the best technology. Like, dude, just make up your mind. You are fucking one Jackal and Hyde. He also, at the end of his video, told people to reach out to him, and he'll teach them to be as good, like, to do his style of pruning, or what he calls tree tune-up. Dude, it should always be. You got to be grateful to every morning you wake up. Before you go to bed, you tell God thanks for this day. Like, appreciate that. That was sick. Can I get another one? But yeah, at the end of his video, he's like, if you're in my area, reach out. If you need some help, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so I seen this chick. Oh, Arcan. Yeah, Arcan was in here earlier, wasn't he? Okay. Arcan Arbor Wolf. I watched one of his videos today, and it also comes as @Lone Wolf. So it's @Arcan Arbor Wolf, and Wolf has an E at the end, or @Lone Wolf. So the video is called Days in the Life of an Arborist, and it was solo work. So climbing, doing the rigging, doing everything. Oh, what up? Yeah, I didn't put two and two together. I didn't know your channel as Arcan Arbor Wolf until today, when I went to go write everything down. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, I was watching, and the solo work, homie does a great job. I mean, that is some of the funnest stuff to do. I always like the challenge of trying to determine, or like make up a plan that would allow. Whoa. Lift, dude, you don't have to do that. You've done it too many times. Jesus Christ. Lift has been, dude. If you got let me see. Who'd you shake? Oh, we got Vanilla Hunter back? I do. Tooling arounds here too. Kylie. Was trying to catch the Murph. Okay. You guys are hilarious. Dude, thank you. Now go dispute that on your credit card and get it back. Alright? I'm okay with that. Dude, thank you so much. Lyft has been the man. I'm still like beyond stoked. Every time I look back there and be like, dude, I finally have a long rope for pulling trees over. Like, I was using my 1/2 inch and having to put so many ropes together, and I finally got to use that 3-strand on a maze dam, which was the first time I've ever done it. I've used a maze dam since I was a kid, and didn't know that it's supposed to go with 3 strands. So like, Lyft is a wild man. He is absolutely a wild man. I appreciate the hell out of it, dude. The support blows my mind. So yeah, but Arcan put out this video. The thing that I liked that I hadn't really seen is it's something I've thought about, is I've used the gree in rigging for a capture device, and then to lower it because it has a trigger and it's a loaded cam system. He used the Petzl rig, and it worked pretty good. It seemed like I've seen other people try to attach prussics and stuff like that, but yeah, The only part that was a bummer to watch was he was doing solo work, so he was come down and have to dice his stuff up. Um, have you ever seen or used the retrievable pencil rig? Is good. I like it. I think it would take some getting used to. The handle, the way it goes, because it's like op or 45 degrees difference from the Gree, but I get the way that it's set up. It all makes sense, and it's nice that they beefed the Gree up to make that. But yeah, I have to. That would be a device that I feel like doesn't get enough credit, and it seems like it would be pretty easy and everything to attach and use, just like the Gree is. So that's awesome, Arkan. Um, have you ever used the retrievable rigging setup where you use slings and you can retrieve your own rigging? So it basically runs it off of a span rig, and you just set your anchors close enough and then use a shorter version of you anchor the rope to your um you do a span rig. Take the one end, anchor it with like a knot, and then run it to a redirect over here, and then run off that span. And then when you get the piece down, you can reach over, untie the anchor point, and pull the rope out, and retrieve your rope, and then just use another sling, and then use another sling, and you can rig pieces down until you run out of slings without having to go down and unhook the rope. So I didn't know if, because I'm just now getting to see some of your work, I didn't know if that was something that you have used or tried to use. So it's like $2 or $3. Pines here, can't GP. The most I've seen on a live is like $2 or $3. Don't you guys think I should? Don't you think we all actually? Don't you think I have to set my again? I have to set up my AdSense. If you're not a member over at Tim's, because Tim finally started members, finally, and I heard he was going to shut it down if people don't get their ass over there and join the memberships. The only reason I am not there already is because I don't have any of my stuff set up on YouTube. When they shut my channel down, they said I have to reset everything up. As I hit the join button, it wanted me to start doing it today. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to go through it yet. So I'll be there very soon. Everybody else should go over, because he's going to stop if you guys don't. Thanks for checking out the video. No, it was my pleasure, dude. It was good. It was good shit. I like it. I like the whole breakdown of it. But yeah, if it for you, that technique would be absolutely perfect. How does Murph just come in when, dude, you're always not here when all there's been so many gifted memberships over here. If you would stop being a flake and like, I know what he's doing. He stops so that he can go watch fucking Buck and Billy Ray for a little bit, and then he comes back, and you miss the memberships every time. You need to pay me to watch Tim. He will. He pays me. You're joining Murph's memberships? Don't. He'll make you do stuff that you don't want to do. I'm telling you. I could have clicked on it. Hey, watches. Hey, Seismore gets my video view every single time. I would leave comments too and help his analytics, but a little sissy boy is like offended and don't like when I apparently say something that isn't exactly copacetic with the things he thinks, or I don't fucking know. He's a sensitive little Nancy. So I was checking out Seismore with the sound done. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, when I turn the sound up and shut the screen off, it's better on my eyes. But yeah, check out Arcan Arbor Wolf or at Lone Wolf. Um, you get a different region, which I would imagine he is. Like I said, today's my first time catching one of his videos. Like Australian, I believe. I think I'm right. Like it sounds like it. Maybe it's not actually Australian. It would be New Zealander, but like it's one of them, I would think. Yeah, yeah, he does. He does. He's like he's like that boy that like and well, you know when you like a girl in kindergarten and you punch her in the face to let her know. Western Australia. Cool. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Western Australia. Go check his channel out. It's good shit. Um it's I love the problem solving way that he handled all this stuff. Instead of I'm by myself, I'm just gonna let it rest onto the roof and rip it off the roof and do all this janky weird shit. Like instead of pretending like I'm by myself so I have to do it this sketchy, stupid way, it's I'm by myself. There's still a safe, effective, maybe complicated way to do this. So yeah, you guys gotta check it out if you haven't though. Because you deserve it. And I like it. That's a rare combination. That's facts. Um, you guys remember when you were mortal enemies? Like 2 weeks ago? That's almost fucking true. Like it was like yesterday when you guys. Well, actually, you remember yesterday when Murph was like hated you, and then you fucking finally you just gotta he's just got a rough exterior. You just gotta break him down. He'll like you eventually. You just gotta keep telling him, I don't care what you're saying, you mean old brick. And then he's like, okay, I like it. Like I run into old men all the time that are just mean. That country boy, that's the country. These country old men, they're complete assholes. And if you don't give it back to them, they don't respect you. So can't handle the truth. Yeah, facts. Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta put down. Once again, Lift, you are the shit. Single-handedly keep like supporting my channel. I think you gifted 10 last week and gifted 10 this week, dude. All right. I think that's all I got for Arcan though. It was if you haven't checked out that retrievable rigging though, definitely check that out. The solo retrievable rigging. It's an amazing setup. Or if you need like someone to show you, I'll do I'm thinking about doing more live feeds through the week, like at least maybe one on a Wednesday or something. But don't hold me to it. It's just something I was thinking about doing because I do like being able to put some content out on publicly for YouTube, but you know, it's staying on members. I'm sticking to my guns. Like I love the fact that I don't have to think about the views. Like that is so freeing. Next channel is August Honeyke. He put he put out a video called Making a Gag Ball Pit. I think it's like some like some like freaky shit or something. A gag ball pit? I spin. Oh, did you use it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, because that's a technique that'd be like perfect for you if you run the spans at the right points. I noticed you were, as you were running that span rig down, um, there are like intricacies, I think, with span rigging that haven't been talked about, like how to determine where the piece is going to land depending on, because I know the way, like it changes the way it responds from if you put the anchor over here at the low point because you want it to drift to the low point, or if you put the anchor at the high point and you want it because you want it to drift over to here, I know that would switch it. That's something I'm gonna start like messing with. But like, yeah, when you're doing span rigging, if you can drop one of the points, it's always gonna want to drift more to that side than it will to the other way. So there's like some stuff that I feel like doesn't get talked about. Maybe that's what I'll do like for like Wednesday shit is more stuff along that lines. But because I can't be a jerk 2 times a week. I usually get it out on Saturdays, but I got a Jerry curl. And I'm a hands. Oh shoot, sheesh. Um, yeah, August put out a gag ball video, gag pit ball, ball pit. I didn't watch it because I don't know. I don't want to watch the freaky stuff. Like he tricked me one time. I watched his damn wife give birth in a baby pool, and I was like, I didn't want to watch that. So I felt like he was just tricking me again. It was gonna be some more freaky shit that I don't want to see. So I didn't watch it. Yeah, that's just it. Next channel is Bert's Custom Cuts. Video is called Making Headway on Slab Wood Pile, and as always, Bert is over there getting her done. Just a hard-working dude. So, and his retention from his audience is unreal. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. It's realness is what it is. People relate to realness. Homie has, you can almost look at his, like, his shit, his analytics, and his subscriber count and his view count are like, and that is so rare on YouTube. So, shout out to Bert. Don't change shit. Keep doing what you're doing because it's killer. Yeah, it definitely can drift. Yeah, you can always lower 1 point to fix that. You know, it's always going to drift to the lower point, to the lower side. I've figured that out, but I want to know if changing the actual anchoring side also switches it. Because it's moving, one side is moving, one side is stationary. You know, so it's like, I don't know, it's something I want to mess with though, and kind of try to figure it out. Oh, 1%. Not to refer to themselves in the third person all the time. A real narcissist, I would imagine. I'll let y'all figure that out. Well, Steelborn, just wants to say that my guy Ground Pounder put out a video this week called Doing Stuff, and he indeed was doing stuff. And, yeah, he was getting her done. Eggs in the trailer is like the wildest breakfast on the go I've ever seen. But get her done, brother. You're doing stuff, and he did all kinds of stuff in this video. You just gotta see it to believe it. Now I would like yeah, well, he dominated the tree. The rigging was clean. It was on point. Did a nice job. But the burger in the customer's backyard is next level, and I would like to salute you for that. So that's crazy. Hey, I respect the need for the burger. I would just like to state that right now. I also like that there's more. We have more thumbs than we have people. I like that. Yeah, I like this. No, what? Okay. Next channel is Climber Drew. He put out a video, what they're not telling you about how to cut trees. This dude is cringe. I don't know what his deal is. I have a sneaking suspicion that he has a TikTok channel too. He's just trying to cringe us all to death, and I don't like that. He wears no hard hat again in this video. I mean, I'm backing it all the way. If you want to set yourself up for failure, I will absolutely celebrate your failure and hope that it's nothing that's major. But like, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Like, I cannot care about your safety more than you. That's not the way the world works. So I'm not doing that. Then he puts out a short that he is butchering trees by topping them. Super short, not just topping them. He's that lawn guy that goes up in the first fork and cuts from there. Nailed it, pollarded perfect. No, you didn't. You stood in the first fork and made a bunch of cuts. He decided to not wear spikes to do this, which is crazy work because I feel like in other videos he spikes his prunes, but in the one video where he's going to absolutely butcher it, this is where I say, ow, I think he's trolling. I think it's all trolling because, like, he wore spikes to prune shit before, but in this video where he knows he's about to butcher a bunch of trees, he doesn't wear spikes. Let's be real. Like, this can't be real. This ain't real. So the tree is in full bloom, completely green, which is wrong time to be trimming the tree, first of all. If you're going to destroy the tree, just fucking spike it too. Like, what the hell? Let's just spike it. If we're gonna go up to the first union and hack it off and destroy this big old tree, just spike it, brother. I mean, that's like shitting in your own bed and then being like, why does this stink when I sleep? Well, I mean, also, he's topping oak trees. What are you doing? You're topping oak trees in full bloom? You couldn't break another rule. This is where I say, I'm not buying it. If this is what just keeps coming, I'm probably going to just ignore it because I can't give attention to it if it's an on-purpose thing. Like, you're topping oak trees in full bloom, as short as you can do, and you're giving tree guys that crazy, like, another dude is going to drive by that job who has self-respect and puts his name and some honor on his work, and he's going to look over, he's going to be like, what crackhead did that? And it turns out it's not a crackhead, it's a Drew who just, dude, there's ways to trim up an oak tree. There are times to trim an oak tree. You don't have to top it to prune it. You can do crown reductions, proper crown reductions. They're much harder, and the tree can still flourish afterwards. Instead of hack it off, you've now introduced God knows what insects and diseases, and you've introduced rot into the tree. No matter what, that tree will have rot introduced into it now. The trunk will have rot. It just ends up being a hollow tree long term, and it just screws everything up. That's not the kind of stuff you want to build your name on, and especially your, like, global, worldwide name. Like, in your town, if that person just wanted that done so bad that they just couldn't have it any other way, you explain that to them, and you did the work because that's what they wanted. So be it. But I don't then turn around and be like, I gotta post that one. Because that's something I'm proud of. I could see him being like, dude, this is going to be the hardest troll. People are going to hate this. And he's right. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But, yeah, that's that. Pollard top, none of that. Yeah, well, I respect it. So, Buck and Billy Ray put out a video called Premium Firewood and Husky 564 Problems. So, he is now selling the zesty little logger shirts that say Buck and Billy Ray. You can get them in different colors. They're previously cut and pre-worn, like, where they're disgusting. And you can look just as fruit as he does. And you can look just like him. You can look just like him. Just like Seismore. So be on the lookout for those shirts. I don't even know what I would do. If I see you in person wearing one of these shirts, let me tell you right now, if I run into one of you guys and you got this shirt on, I don't even want to talk about it. You don't want that to happen. You too can look like a fool and dress up like a kook. Just buy your Buck and Billy Ray shirt here today at buckandbillyray.com. Then during this video, he starts talking. This is the shit that drives me nuts. A real supporter of you, someone who's watched your content. This is where I have an issue with August or with this creator or this creator. When you've changed, when you're completely different, or when you lie about doing something that I've done my whole career. No, you haven't. If I've watched you forever and you say you've done this your whole career and you post every fucking thing that you do online, there will be a video of you doing this said thing. I would gladly make $100 donation to buckandbillyray.com, whatever, to one of them charities or whatever. Show me a clip of you saying this prior to a year. Prior to 1 year back. Tell me where Buck and Billy Ray has ever said you should always, when you're done using a chainsaw, leave it sitting there idling 10-15 minutes, then turn it off. You gotta let them cool down. He says, I've been telling people this 25-30 years, my whole career. I've been saying this. You know what I'm talking, right? Yeah, you know. Friends. No, you haven't, you fucking kook. I've been watching you. Never once, because if I'd heard you say that, I'd be like, you're a fucking weirdo. That is stupid. I am not going to do that. Why would you tell me to do that? That doesn't really make any sense. You think the chainsaw is going to cool down if you keep it running? But this is the new kick he's on. He gets on his little weird kicks. He's looking for a reason why this Husqvarna 564 is a piece of shit. Because everyone's having problems with it not wanting to start after you run it. It doesn't want to start. It has issues. Well, I think maybe some of them are flooding the saw. They're expecting that it needs to be, the bulb needs to be primed every time they start it, when they should just fire it. And if it had ran an hour or so before, it's going to fire up. There's gas in the car. But he's looking for a reason why all these other people on the internet are having issues, because he is a shill for Husqvarna. So he's looking for this. This is why. You should always let your saw sit there for 10 to 15 minutes and cool off. No one does that, and no one is going to do that. That's dumb, okay? The fuck out of here with that. Alright, last channel is Veteran Tree Service. He put out a video called 2-Man Tree Removal Duo. I don't like that. I don't like that title. Okay, so 2-Man Tree Removal Duo. It already says 2-man. Why did you put duo in there? Get that out right now. I don't like that at all. You said 2 times. It's dumb. That's dumb. I don't like that. So get that out of there. Your title is not good. As soon as you get rid of the duo thing, then it'll be okay. But the video starts out, it is super gay. Super gay. I watched this. He gave this banana the I want to rail you sign, like I would swallow you kind of look out of the corner of his eye. He gives it this little glance. I am not making none. This all happened. This is the first thing the video starts. He's got this banana, and he just, the way he looks at that thing, I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. Felt like his mouth was watering and all kinds of weird shit, and it's just, I don't like it. I don't want to see that no more. Don't do that again. Yeah, I know. It was not good. Not good. I didn't like it. Alright, so he's a buckstrap Billy Gay all the way up the tree, because he's too cool to tie in 2 times when he makes his cuts. So he's just old buckstrap all the way up. I don't like that. He finally put his tie-in in. Probably when he got to the tie. I don't even know when he did it because all I knew is he didn't do it when he started, which he should have. And I don't like that either. The banana's way worse though. The banana thing has got. I know the buckstrap part. It could possibly take your life, but the banana thing, dude, no, no. Um, he's cutting all the way up. Just a buckstrap. Don't like that. I will give him credit, which I'm just gonna say it one time. I'm never gonna say this again, but I gotta give him credit because like I don't even like filming when I do single stem trees. I don't even record them. That's how cool and like next level my shit is. If if a single stem, like just a pole, I can't, my audience, I can't do that to him. Like, and he keeps doing it. He's like, yeah, it looks like a little stick that's just a simple little pole to climb, but I'm going to keep recording. And he does. He records them. He puts them out. So I would like to give him credit for his tenacity and ability to keep putting these videos out when most men would be embarrassed. You know what I mean? So, he's doing it. Thank God these trees are super tall because, like, if these things weren't taller, he'd be in super trouble. But, yeah, he did some stuff. He made some cuts. It's just him and Little Snatch. But, yeah, I shout out to him for this, single stem all the time. Wow. This way, wow. I absolutely understand why he doesn't set ropes anymore. In this video, he tried to set a rope. It took an eternity. Why does it take so long for you to set a rope? You don't know how to throw a throw ball? What's going on with this guy? He's always talking about, I don't need to set a rope. I don't need to set... If it took me half the damn day to set the rope in the tree, I wouldn't want to do it either. But you should practice, and maybe you'll get better. Because he tried to set a rope here, and man, I remember the first time I set a rope, and it brought back memories, and I'm like, facts, Tim, facts. Yeah. You're 8 hours ahead in Australia. Yeah, damn, I didn't even think about it. He's in Australia right now. It's like bedtime for me. Which is a lie, because I don't go to bed until like 2 in the morning usually. But, yeah, it just seemed like it took him forever to set the rope up. I think he's still tying knots into his throw balls and stuff. Like, he just don't get it. He needs to upgrade that part of his game and get on all of our level and know the tricks and get good at it, but he's not. He's too focused on the banana, but, to each their own. I will say the stump grinder looks badass. I will never say that again. I'm only saying that because we're 2 hours deep. No one's going to see this. But I do think the stump grinder looks cool. That's it. He's banana focused. That's okay if you're a good looking woman, but like, he's a fugly looking dude, and I don't like that. Fructose. Whose stump grinder looks cool? Tim. Tim got a new stump grinder. He's shown it in his membership videos. But this is the first video where he's shown it for the public videos. Again, the dude sucks, but you should go over and subscribe, be a member. I'm going to be a member. Only because I feel like he's hiding all the good shit over there. All the stuff that I got to get him on. And so he's now figured out a way to hide it from me. And you can't hide it from me. I'm going over, I'm gonna, better not, probably, I should have just did it today instead of waiting. But I need to just put my AdSense shit together because I know he's hiding good evidence over there, and there are crimes that he's managing to get away with, which I can't have that. So you still have the big grinder too? How is it look like, man, compared to that big grinder, that thing is it's rough, isn't it? Like it just doesn't work as fast. That looks like the Toros that I use. My name is Ryan. That's crazy. We're both named Ryan. Ground Pounder's name's John. You're out of your mind. What good stuff? What does he have? What crime? Yeah, it's just I think with stump grinders, some of those designs, there's not enough weight into the wheel head to be able to keep. They tend to bounce. Some of the designs that they've came up with, and then I see ones like Tim's big grinder and what is the brand? Rayco. I think the big one may be a Rayco. Rayco always make them massive setups, but they have enough weight and strength into the grinder head. It seems to work better. It seems like some of the other units will get jumpy on the stumps. I just steal beavers and fence around the stump. That's genius. I'm doing that. It's a bandit. Yeah, I seen the SC something on the side. I knew it was a bandit, but it just looks like design wise the same ones that I'll use them Toros. Does it have what's the sweep on it? Because the Toros that I use has a really weird side sweep. It's like I'd say it's like a 60 degrees maybe sweep, and it's off to one side instead of being in the front. So you actually position the machine to the side of the stump, and you get more of a sweep with it. But it's more than 60. It's probably like 70 degrees, but it's more. It's shifted to the left side of the stump or of the machine. Almost 60 inches. Oh, right on. I mean, it looked like it worked good. Like, so I was just curious. You went from using that big grinder to that, and just did you experience that weird jumpiness that those kind of units have in comparison? But no comparison on how fast it moves and gets around, though, huh? Facts, Lord. Give me a couple. I'm always looking to get some more beaver. Don't tell my wife. Mine jumps when dull. Yeah. Yeah, I've had those Toros almost flip because of it. Grab a hold of a knot or something. And, oh man. Any of you guys ever used one of those the ones that you manually use? You ever done that? The back wheeled ones? They're just like it's it's a death ride. Those things are gnarly. You got one? They'll get the job done. They'll get in places where you can't get other ones. I've always thought about getting one of them setups for a 660 that turns your 660 into a stump grinder, and it's on that swivel. They look kind of cool. I've always kind of thought about getting one of those, but I don't want to burn my 660 up for that. I guess I could buy like a Holtz Pharma or something like that, knock off 880 and then put that on it. That would be kind of cool. That would be the cheapest way to get a stump grinder that could get those little small ones in those tight places. Walking through the house, that's wild. No gate jobs? Yeah. Never ground a stump, in all honesty. it's not fun. I don't like it. I really dislike it. It's cool to finally to get it dialed in to where you're able to get a full sweep and you're getting good at it by the time. Because I rent one when I do it, and it's usually I'm halfway through the stump before I finally get dialed in and it's becoming smooth and all the movements are right. But like with some of them, you better do it right. You better get down deep enough on that first cut, or you're gonna have to do it twice. If you don't get down far enough on that first initial cut, you end up grinding the stump twice because you're gonna jump over a part, and then when you go to uncover, it's gonna be higher here. It's never been fun to me. So. My least favorite thing to do, yeah, well, mine too. Damn, lift. That's wild, dude. Yeah, I just did one the other day where the camera ran out of SD card, right? It showed me rope walking up, I think. Well, I got a clip of the tree before I started, then I rope walked up, got out on the first limb, SD card full. I was so aggravated and sketched out by this tree, I was like, fuck, throw that camera in the truck, I don't even care. And, that one was so rotten. We did the ones that I was supposed to do, and then the stuff after I got some of those big limbs off there, you could see other ones that were leaning out towards the house, and I'm like, I'm not climbing up there on that shit though. So I got on the roof and threw a throw ball up around the ends, and we just broke them out, snapped them out. I did a hard maple at the same house. The video I just put on memberships where the gutter was being held up by a post on a rock. At that house in the front yard, I took down a maple tree it was so rotten. It's so rotten. And I tried to get out on the tips and I felt it breaking on me and I just couldn't. So I ended up putting like a little bit of a face cut, flicking a rope out on the end, a little bit of a face cut, and I'd even make a back cut. Then I went down and we stood out in the yard and broke the top out of the tree instead of me taking the risk of being up there. So, RMF, what's up? Yeah, well, guys, I appreciate your time. Well, if you're a member, well, if you're cool, I appreciate your time. If you were just here hate watching because you don't like me, I like that too. I think that's funny. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Like always, I don't know how we made 129 episodes. We did. This one's over. I'm finished. I don't want to talk about this no more. I just want to say shout out to Lift. Shout out to 850 Climber. And when I say Lift, that's Low Impact Forestry and Tree. Thank you for the gifted memberships that you gave away this live feed. Thank you for the ones you gave away the last live feed. 850 Charles, thank you for the gifted membership. Guys, I thank you for the support. I appreciate all you guys. Everybody else sucks though. So I'm just telling you what's up. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe when you go back to work next week. And as always, if I can help you, I'm here. I ain't doing nothing. What do you want to know? Maybe we'll do midweek get together. I don't know. Sometimes you guys get on my nerves though. So I'll think about it. Thanks again. Catch you later. Stay safe.